could hear the way you smiled, the way drew near. The room grew still, the lights grew low, and suddenly I seemed to know.
A glance, a breath, a quiet sign. You reached my heart without a line.
No need for words, your eyes said all. I felt the rise, I took the fall. A silent vow beneath the moon, two hearts in sync, the sweetest tune. I never knew love could be heard in moments made
with no need for words. You brushed my hand, I held it tight. The stars leaned in to share their light. We danced between the notes unplayed and let the silence serenade.
The night was soft, the meaning clear. You spoke in ways I longed to hear. No need for words, your eyes said all. I felt the rise, I took the fall. A silent vow beneath the moon, two hearts in sync, the sweetest tune. I never knew love could be heard in moments made with no need for words. If love is more than voice and sound, then ours was found where none was bound. Final love.
No need for words, you're still the song that plays inside me all night long.
Though time may pass and voices fade, your silence stays a serenade. I never knew love could be heard in moments made with no need for words. Moonlight spilling on the floor. The clock keeps ticking. I want more. Your shadows dancing near the door. Don't let it go. Don't let it go. Please don't leave tonight. Stay till the morning light. The stars will keep us safe and sound. No need to chase what's not around. Please don't leave tonight. Is heavy, hearts collide. I see the truth you try to hide.
Your suitcase sits there by your side. Don't let it win. Don't let it win. The world can wait. It always does. For once, let's just be us. Please don't leave tonight. Stay till the morning light. The stars will keep us safe and sound. No need to chase what's not around. Please don't leave tonight. The wind can howl, the rain can fall, but here's the thing, I've said it all. No storm outside could ever break what we could build, what's ours to make.
Every clock ticks loud and clear. Whispered truths I long to hear. Time to time I rewind the sky. Time to time I let tears fly.
The lights are dim, the room is bare. A lone sax cries into the air. Shadows dance, but no one's there. I reach for you, a fading glow. The echoes whisper, where'd you go? Falling in slow motion, heart stuck in the ocean. Every wave's a question why. You said hello just to say goodbye. The trumpets weep, the violins sigh. A muted horn tells me not to try. But your ghost still lingers in the sky. Each note a tear that won't let go. The band keeps playing soft and low. A waltz of grief we'll never know. Falling in slow motion, heart stuck in the ocean. Every wave's a question why. You said hello just to say goodbye. I found a picture buried in the drawer, faded edges like the time we swore we'd never grow up, we'd never let go. Now the years are whispers in the snow. The clock hand spun, we didn't see. The mirror lies, but so do we. Remember memories, they don't fade away. They haunt the night and light the day. Pieces of a life we left behind. Remember memories, they're stuck in time. I hear your laughter in an empty room, echoes dancing like a distant tune. We built our castles in the sand too fast. The tide came in, but the dream still lasts. The clock hand spun, we didn't see. The mirror lies, but so do we. Remember memories, they don't fade away. They haunt the night We sang beneath the quiet rain, a fragile tune of joy and pain. Your voice still trembles in my chest, a haunting sound I can't forget. This is our last song, the final refrain, carved in my heart like a gentle stain. We held the notes but couldn't stay. Our melody just fades away. The chords we played are broken now. Time has closed the stage somehow. I keep the lyrics we once made, but every line begins to fade. This is our last song, the final refrain, carved in my heart like a gentle stain. We held the notes but couldn't stay. Our melody just fades away. If love was music, we were the rhyme, but silence conquered over time. Still in the dark, I hum alone, forever bound to our last song. This is our last song, it lingers on, even though your voice is gone. A tender echo, sweet but strong. I'll always live inside our song. I woke to find your side was cold. The night had secrets left untold. Your gentle touch, it slipped away like dreams that vanish with the day. Gone with the dawn, like a fleeting flame. I call your name, but it's not the same. The morning steals what love had drawn, and Now only silence fills my ear. The sunrise burns, but I can't see a world where you're not here with me. Gone with the dawn, like a fleeting flame. I call your name, but it's not the same. You are gone, gone with the dawn. If night could hold you one more time, I'd freeze the clock, I'd cross the line. But daylight comes and proves me wrong. It takes your heart, it takes you on. The dawn, the sky turns gold, but all that's left is a love grown cold. The morning steals Your shadow fades with the fading light. I watch the sky, it carries your face, a memory lost I can't replace. Tears on the horizon, falling with the day. Love that slipped away, too far to stay. I reach for the sunrise, but it only shows a lonely heart where the cold wind blows. The ocean sings of what we once knew. Waves return, but never you. I walk the shore where we used to stand, holding silence in my hands. Tears on the horizon, falling with the day. Love that slipped away, too far to stay. I reach for the sunrise, but it only shows a lonely heart where the cold wind blows. If tomorrow calls your name, will you remember mine the same? Or will the distance take its toll and leave me searching for your soul? Tears on the horizon, painting skies of gray. Dreams we built have washed away. I stand in the quiet, the whole world knows. Love has gone where the horizon goes. The door closed without a word. No promise left, no sound was heard. Your eyes once held a gentle flame. Now only silence speaks your name. When the silence stayed, it cut so deep, a quiet wound I'll always keep. No goodbye, just empty air, and I'm still reaching, but you're not there. The echoes of our laughter fade, like fragile glass that time has frayed. I trace the shadows on the wall, hoping your footsteps still might call. When the silence stayed, it cut so deep, a quiet wound I'll always keep. No goodbye, just empty air, and I'm still reaching, but you're not there. If love could speak, it would have cried, it would have begged you not to hide, but all that lingered cold and bare was silence hanging in the air. When the silence stayed, it stole the light, turned my mornings into night. No farewell, no hand to hold, just silence telling me it's cold. I found your note behind the sleeve.
A line you wrote, too soft to grieve.
The needle drops, the room turns slow,
and I replay what I should let go.
I hear your laugh in every chord,
A memory I never stored.
but now it spins and won't rewind. You're in the groove I left behind. We're just a song that never ends, a scratch that plays where love pretends. No final track, no sweet reprise, just faded tones and borrowed highs. I danced alone to what we were.
Your voice still hums, a distant blur.
I tried to skip the part of you,
but every note still pulls me through.
Just a song that never ends, a tune too worn to play again. Still spinning slow, still bittersweet, left on the vinyl, incomplete. The bar is nearly empty, the lights are turning low. I'm holding on to memories, but it's time to let you go. Your laughter still surrounds me, though you're miles away. So I'll raise a glass to yesterday. One more for the road before I say goodbye. A taste of your love still lingers inside. I'll drink to the dream we could never hold. One more for the road before the night grows cold. plays our favorite song, soft and bittersweet. I close my eyes and picture you dancing close to me. The night keeps on pretending, but the truth is clear. The love we had won't return here. One more for the road before I say goodbye. A taste of your love still lingers inside. I'll drink to the dream we could never hold. One more for the road before the night grows cold. If I could steal a moment, I'd make the time stand still. But the road keeps on calling against my will. So let me take this silence, let me take this song. I'll carry your love as I move along. One more for the road before I let it end. A toast to the heart I could not defend. I'll drink to the story we'll never be told. One more for the road before I face the cold. One last sip of love, one more for the road. We never spoke of promises, no vows beneath the stars, just quiet looks across the room and fingers tracing scars. You never asked me where I'd been, I never asked you why. We lived between the questions and let the answers lie. No need for grand confessions, no need to make it right. We danced around the silence and kissed beneath the night. I knew when you stopped waiting, you knew when I let go, but neither said a single word. We simply let it flow. Now I sit where you once lingered. The air still holds your grace. No letters left, no final lines, just absence in its place. Nothing asked, nothing told, but everything was known. A love that never needed proof still cuts me to the bone. the paper's still dry. The chair you claim sits quiet and shy. I hum the tune you used to play, but it don't sound the same today. The streets still sleep, the sky's still gray, but you're not here to waste the day. No toast, no laugh, no lazy plans, just folded time and empty hands. No more Sundays, no more slow, no more you in the afterglow. Just ticking clocks and quiet rain, and me pretending I'm okay. I used to dread the Monday blues, now I'd trade them all for you. One more walk, one more smile, one more hour to reconcile. No more Sundays, no more light, no more warmth in morning's bite. I keep the blinds half open wide, still hoping you'll come back inside. The lights are fading low, the room is still. An empty glass, a heart to fill. Your perfume lingers, but you're not here. Only the silence is drawing near. No one to hold tonight, no arms to keep me warm. Just echoes of your love through the quiet storm. The night feels colder since you're out of sight. I'm lost and alone, with no one to hold tonight. I hear our song on the radio play. It takes me back to a brighter day. Your laughter hums these four tired walls, but love won't answer when my heart calls. No one to hold tonight, no arms to keep me warm. Just echoes of your love through the quiet storm. The night feels colder since you're out of sight. I'm lost and alone, with no one to hold tonight. If dreams could bring you back again, I'd never wake, I'd never end. But morning comes and you're still gone, and I must face this night alone. No one to hold tonight, no arms to keep me warm. still searching the night for someone to hold tonight. No one to hold tonight.
She didn't say much, just stirred the ice. Her eyes were calm, her tone too nice. The jukebox played a tune we knew, but she was miles away from view. I asked if she would stay a while. She gave me half a faded smile. The bartender knew he didn't speak, just wiped the ring, her glass would leak. Her glass was empty, like her gaze. No more warmth, no more haze. The gin was gone, the spark was too, and I still ordered one for two. I used to read her like a song. Now every note feels slightly wrong. She didn't cry, she didn't plead. She just let silence intercede. Her glass was empty, so was I. No toast, no laugh, no last goodbye. She left before the record spun, and I stayed long after she was done. The lights went low, the crowd was gone. I stood alone, still holding on. Your lines were sweet, but never true, and I kept acting just for you. The script was warm, the stage was bare. I reached for you, but you weren't there. The spotlight dimmed, the truth came clear. You played your part, then disappeared. When the curtains fell, I saw it all. No standing ovation, no curtain call, just empty seats and echoes cold. A love rehearsed but never bold. I gave my heart in every scene, but you were
chasing some routine. Now all that's left is quiet air and lines I wish you'd never share. When the curtains fell, I dropped the guise. No more pretending, no more lies. The show is done, the stage is still, and I'm just learning how to feel. Now all that's left is quiet air and lines I wish you'd never share. We painted dreams in silver skies, promises written in our eyes. But time has ways to change the song, and now I wonder where we went wrong. Love left behind, it lingers in the rain, a gentle touch that whispers through the pain. I reach for you, but you're no longer mine. All I hold is love left behind. Your laughter fades like distant tunes, empty nights and crowded rooms. I keep your memory close to me, a broken heart's sweet melody. Love left behind, it lingers in the rain, a gentle touch that whispers through the pain. I reach for you, but you're no longer mine. All I hold is love left behind. If I could turn the hands of time, I'd keep your heart forever near mine. But some goodbyes are carved too deep in lonely nights, they're all I keep. Love left behind, it lingers in the rain, a gentle touch that whispers through the pain. I reach for you, but you're no longer mine. All I hold is love left behind. Love left behind.
I lit one more just to stall the night.
Your coat still hangs where you left it, right?
The silence sits like jazz on vinyl,
And I pretend this isn't final.
you always smoked when you were torn.
That scent still clings to my dress from before.
I watched you fade behind the door,
And knew I'd hear your voice no more.
this is the last cigarette,
Burning slow without regret.
no more songs, no more bets, just ashes and silhouette.
I should have said what I meant to say,
But the snow got in the way.
I should have stayed, but I knew too well.
Love like ours was bound to quell. This is the last cigarette,
One last drag, one last duet.
we danced, we lost, we both forget.
But I still taste you on my breath.
We stood beneath the fading light, words unspoken in the night. Your eyes held stories we couldn't tell, a silent farewell, a private hell. The way we said goodbye, so soft and slow, a tender ending no one could know. I felt your heart drift from mine. In that quiet moment, love said its line. The rain was falling on empty streets. I felt the echo of our heartbeats. Hands that once held promises tight now slip away in the fading night. The way we said goodbye, so soft and slow, a tender ending no one could know. I felt your heart drift from mine. In that quiet moment, love said its line. If I could turn the time around, I'd hold you closer, safe and sound. But fate has written
different play, and love just slowly fades away. The way we said goodbye, forever in my mind, a fleeting memory, gentle and kind. Though we parted and went our own ways, that moment lingers through all my days.